Magandang umaga po, magandang tanghali, or magandang gabi sa inyong lahat na nanonood or nakikinig dito sa ating programang US Immigration Made Easy by Attorney A. Erwin Bautista. I have been practicing US immigration law and I am based here in San Diego, California. Since immigration is a federal law practice, we can represent any client anywhere in the United States or anywhere in the world. So for today, our question is about Violence Against Women Act. How abused alien apply for green card even if divorced by U.S. citizen or green card holder spouse. So, yun pong mga ina-abuse ng mga asawa nila, hindi kayo kailangan manatili sa inyong pakikisama do sa inyong petitioner spouse. Just because you want to maintain your legal permanent resident status, akala nyo hindi na kayo makakakuha ng green card kapag hiniwalayan nyo na yung abusive husband ninyo or abusive spouse for that matter. So, ano ba ang requirement or eligibility para makapag-apply ng Violence Against Women Act? Ano po? So, you are eligible. Ito na po yung sagot, You are eligible for a VAWA self-petition, VAWA, Violence Against Women Act, yung VAWA. Yun po ibig sabihin, You are eligible for a VAWA self-petition if you demonstrate the following eligibility requirements. So, sino-sino ba ang pwedeng mag-apply nito? Usually, it's the spouse of the U.S. citizen or green card holder, abusive spouse, And you must be married to the U.S. citizen or permanent resident abuser. Number 2, either your marriage to the abuser was legally terminated by death or a divorce for reasons related to the abuse within 2 years prior to the filing of your petition. So, anong ibig sabihin yan? Kailangan mag-file kayo ng Violence Against Women Act petition within 2 years na kayo ay na-divorce do sa asawa nyo. Ano po? So, kung di pa kayo divorce, hindi tumatakbo yung 2-year na parang statute of limitation yun. Ano po? Or disqualification. Or your spouse lost or renounced citizenship or permanent resident status within 2 years prior to the filing your petition due to an incident of domestic violence. So, make sure ang reason kung bakit kayo nag-file ng divorce ay dahil sa abuse. Kapag inilagay ninyo na irreconcilable differences lamang, nako, it might count against you. Baka pagkakataon nyo na yan, nasabihin ng dahilan, bakit dinivorce nyo asawa nyo, dahil sa pang-abuse. Pero pag nilagay nyo irreconcilable differences, ay ano yun? Hindi maging dahilan yon or hindi nyo pwedeng magamit na ebidensya yon. Samantala, kung inilagay nyo mismo na due to abuse, yung reason, then pwede nyo gamitin yun as part of your evidence. Also, you believe that you were legally married to your abusive U.S. citizen or permanent resident spouse, but the marriage was not legitimate solely because of the bigamy of your abusive spouse. So even if it was a bigamous marriage, as long as you are not the one practicing bigamy, then valid yon, yung kasal na yon, for purposes of Violence Against Women Act. Sino pa ba ang pwede na mag-apply bukod sa spouse ng abusive U.S. citizen or green card holder? Pwede rin po ang child of an abusive U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident parent. So, yung mga anak ng mga abusive U.S. citizen or legal permanent resident parents, pwede rin mag-apply. Ano po? or yung parent ng abusive US citizen son or daughter who is 21 years old or older. Pwede rin po mag-apply. So ito po yung abuse na what is abuse that is contemplated within the Violence Against Women Act. The abuse that were contemplated with is you were subjected to battery or extreme cruelty by your U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident relative during the qualifying relationship. So if you are applying as a spouse, you may also be eligible if your U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident spouse subjected your child to battery or extreme cruelty. And then another requirement is you are residing or you have resided with your abusive U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident relative. So, kailangan po ay nagtira kayo sa isang tahanan or nagsama kayo. Ano po? Hindi pwede rito, hindi kasali rito yung LDR or long distance relationship. And lastly, you are a person of good moral character. So, paano ba sinasubmit itong application na ito? So, usually, pinapal po yan sa Form I-360. USCIS Form I-360. So, paano ba natin pinapatunayan yung mga ebidensya ng abuse? So, for example, during the occurrence of the abuse, yung mga biktima ay tumatawag ng pulis. So, dumarating yung pulis para awatin sila. Kung hindi man sila nagka-pisikalan, tumatawag kayo ng pulis kung kayo ay pinagmamalupitan na kaya hindi kayo sinaktan. So, para may record nung abuse nung other spouse. Ano po? So, that's one, police report. So, kung kayo ay na-trauma dahil doon, seek counseling. So, that could be another proof or evidence to support your claim that you were subjected to abuse, na-trauma kayo, so you need counseling. So, nagagamit natin po yan sa pagpapile ng supporting documentation. Meron kaming recently pinail, very prolific yung abusive spouse, text ng text, leave ng voicemail doon sa telepono ng client namin. So we have recorded that that record we have put it into words or itinranscribe namin yung mga mga messages at ipinadala namin yon as proof ng abuse. So, kung Tagalog yung usapan doon, we need to have it translated. Ano po? So, kailangan in English yan. So, those can be used as evidence. Ngayon, kung meron kayong kapitbahay or kamag-anak na kasama doon sa bahay na tinitira ninyo at that time na inabuse kayo, no? Or hinaras, pwede silang mag-execute ng affidavit kung ano ang nangyari. Ano po? So, those are evidence that you can use, testimonies. And then, lastly, ano ba itong you are a person of good moral character? Kukuha po kayo ng police report na wala kayong record doon sa lugar kung saan kayo nagsama nung inyong spouse. So, doon po kayo kukuha ng police report para isasama po yan sa application para nang noon malaman talaga na merong abuse. Ano po? At kayo ay hindi kasali sa nanakit do sa asawa ninyo. Kasi you are a person of good moral character, wala kayong criminal record. Okay, so ngayon, kapag US citizen ng spouse ng abuse, ano po? Pag nag-file kami ng I-360, sinasamahan na po namin kagad yan ng adjustment of status form at saka po ng work permit. Ngayon, kung pwede naman mag-travel yung dahil di pa matagal na hindi nag-o-overstay, sinasamahan na rin namin 'yan ng advance parole. Pero ang mahalaga dito sa ating mga client yung green card application at saka po yung work permit. Kasi yung although itong VAWA application, nawe-waive po yung niyan yung filing fees. Kasi usually walang means of support itong pinetition na abused spouse. Kaya po nagre-request kami ng waiver of fees. So anyway, that is Violence Against Women Act, and to recap, who can apply is the spouse, the abused spouse, or the abused child, or the abused parent of a U.S. citizen or green card holder. Ano po? So yan po ang ating topic, Violence Against Women Act. Ito po si Attorney A. Erwin Bautista dito sa ating programang US Immigration Made Easy sa portion natin ng US Visa Question and Answer. So, salamat po sa pakikinig, salamat sa panonood, and see you again next time. You can also hear us from radiofilam.com. Yan po yung ating internet radio station na based din dito po sa San Diego. And if you have any questions, you can message me at Attorney A. Erwin Bautista in Facebook, or go to our law office website, bautistalaw.com. Click the Contact Us and send your question by email. Ano po? So again, salamat sa inyong pakikinig. Ito pong aking mga shows ay mapapanood din sa Flash TV. Diyan po based sila sa Quezon City. Diyan din po ninyo mapapakinggan yung radio program ni Tatay Rani. Ano po? Sige po, salamat uli. Thank you and goodbye. See you next time.